We're now recording. As I mentioned in the intro to the stream, it's just I've gotten a ton of success on this 9-month-old charting video that I've got, about 13,000 views. I've updated a lot of the ways that I do all of my charting and everything, so I figured that I would go on like a kind of step-by-step basis. Have a video in full of me going through the entire process, as well as probably cutting this down into specific segments. Specifically, the ones that I've seen people mention were timing and note placements. So specifically like BPMs, getting that set, easier ways to make that work if you don't have any kind of audio editing software to kind of mess with it and do the way that I did in the last video, because it was really, really clunky, and it was just the easiest way that I had figured it out because I was super familiar with the editing software over Moonscraper, but now I've updated that. The next one was pitch theory. I've had a couple of people come into my chat and mention that as something that they still struggle with. And it's really one of the big things that can separate a basic chart that's like okay and kind of a higher tier up there, really good, really fun to play kind of chart. If it matches really well, then people will notice and recognize that, and they'll enjoy it a lot more. And then the third one, I've had a couple questions about icons. Icons are super simple, so probably won't get their own video for it. Unless I get a couple extra questions in the comments or whatever about it. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into the process. So the first thing that I typically end up doing is I go through my published comments to look for charts that I would want to play, as I get a huge white light on my screen because this is what's happening right here. The one that I had that caught my eye here was the Sing Me to Sleep remix by Cole Rowland. I've done Cole Rowland before. I really enjoy some of his stuff, but a lot of what I end up doing is whenever that happens and I get a good playlist suggestion, I'll drop charts to make. I have a playlist that specifically just kind of like sets aside recommendations and videos that I think I might want to cover at some point, which some of these are on there and probably will never ever leave this list, just because I either don't like the song or won't have time for them. It's one or the other. Or like some of them really don't deserve a clone hero chart. I don't want to say that in like a really kind of weird dismissive way, but some songs just don't have good capabilities for making a good chart in my mind. Like specifically if it's, heavy lyrically and the instrumentals are like super basic, like most Chainsmokers songs in general will have like really simple like progressive things, and they're just not super fun for me to chart. But I like to stay towards things that are a little bit more difficult and pose a little bit more of an interest or challenge for me. So we are going to be doing this Cole Rowland Sing Me to Sleep. So if we just go through what this sounds like to start.
Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Your lips are moving, I can hear a thing. Living life as if we had a choice. Anyway, anytime, I would do anything for you. Anything for you. Yesterday, memories stuck inside your head. A song in every breath. Sing me.
So it's basic starting. One of the things that I really like about charting his songs in particular is the way that it gives me kind of a video reference of how his fingerings work whenever he is actually playing. So my typical process in my mind when I'm charting something is to try and make the expert mode as accurate as I can to moving your hand up and down on the guitar. You can't do like a 6-string thing like you would do in Rocksmith, or if you had a 6-fret guitar that was 2x3 set. So I just have to think about it in essentially one-dimensionally, just up and down the frets. And you can see like his hand movements as he kind of bounces around. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Yeah, so it's kind of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So he's just bouncing around with an anchor note at the back as well. So that's just like the first thing that's coming into my mind when I do this. So when I end up getting decided on a song, more than likely I'll just end up grabbing it straight from YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and put it into an MP4 so I can put the background video on it, credit him for all the stuff that he does, direct people to his channel. Typically one of the good things that I try to be really, really stringent about, especially when I post videos of me charting stuff like that, is getting as good of a recommendation to get other people's charts in the right spot. So we get that video up where it wants to be. I think I got that in the... Okay, good. This might not be 1080p. That was a very small video file. Either way, we'll go ahead and pull it into the charting software here. So I should be good. I'm not going to avoid too much of the stuff on this right side here. This is essentially just, if we clear out my webcam for a second, this is just the timeline. So you would be able to scroll through the song. I'm not going to hit too much on like what each part of the software does. I think my first video actually does a decent job of laying out the software and how to walk through it. So if you're just into that, just go back and watch the first one. Easier to do it that way. But I am going to touch a little bit more stringently and a little bit more in depth on some of those topics that I had mentioned earlier, such as the timing, the pitch theory, and icons, and a couple of other just exporting things. So song properties is always the first thing that we want to do. So if we load in audio, I think we're gonna have to get, audio files only. There are multiple ways of doing this. It's just, for me, the easiest way is to export it from Audition. It's the audio editor that I use. You could also pull the audio straight from the MP4, or just re-download the same video through the YouTube to MP3 converter instead of the MP4. Just MP3 it. Either way. But we're going to just go ahead and import that file that I just got. Sing Me to Sleep. And then we can export the file in an MP3 format and put it right back where it belongs. Just put the same thing right in the back. That's an easy dubs. Now the audio will be there. It's called Sing Me to Sleep. Cole Roland. It's me. I'm the charter. Let's actually see if he's got this on an album somewhere. It doesn't look like it. Got a few singles on here. Passenger, My Heart Will Go On, Dead Medley. Doesn't look like this one's on a current album of his, though. I don't think. Try the search again. Sing Me to Sleep. Let's do this. Marshmello remix with Alan Walker. Yeah. It's the Alan Walker Marshmello remixed with Cole Roland on it. So I think we will just mention what I did for the other Cole Roland songs. I don't know what that is, so we'll go check. My charts. Cole Roland. See what the I&I is. But on the same album. On YouTube Gold. And then I can just grab the 2016. All this is just basic metadata stuff. I think I have on those instrumental. No, I shouldn't do that. Probably rock guitar. Another thing we could check. I'm very particular about how I keep all my stuff together in terms of the genre and everything. Yes, it's just a rock genre. I'll update that. Make sure it matches. Capitalization, blah, yada, yada. Let's see what his title is. Marshmallow Remix. I'll do that. Marshmallow Remix. All right. So, MP3 version. So the first thing that I end up doing is I insert a little bit of silence at the front and then have this hit on like the first empty measure that you have. So if this is on a 4 count, which I think it is, so we'll listen to the song for a second. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And it sounds like a 4/4.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath.
All right, so we just gotta back this up a little bit, and here's where it comes into the offsets. That'll be a little bit easier to do some messing around in terms of the tempos. So rather than do it in say like Audition or any other like audio editor, I typically just will start it here now. So I do the pushback offset in one spot, and then you can either choose the song's ending spot to back up in the INI, so it won't cut off the end of the song in a weird spot, or that's where I would typically just insert silence at the back of an audio file, just because it makes more sense to do it that way in my mind, because it kind of just balances the offset that you input on the software end and the actual files end, so it just kind of balances it out if you do one on each side. So we're gonna just put this around 0.7 seconds and see how far that backs it up. I don't think I went the other direction. All right, so positive pulls it forward, negative pushes it back. So we gotta get this to hit on this bar. So we're about 1, 2, 3 beats off. We should not do that unless we have the BPM correct.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath. Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Your lips are moving, I can hear a thing. Living life as if we had a choice.
Okay, so it's about 101. So we'll go into global, fix this up a little bit, and it's perfect spot. So keep in mind that there is almost always like that kind of jump up where the highway is supposed to tap in and sit in the right spot. So that gives you a little bit of time. You never want to have, I typically never want to have notes in the first measure, just to make up for that. Now, the other thing, a lot of produced songs like this will typically have BPM set all the way through. That's hopeful. Most songs that are recorded in studio will have it like this. You'll see any kind of live accompaniment, or if they do it in studio, you'll have on occasion a measure or two will be either dragging or rushing, and you'll have to account for that. So one of the first things that I always do when I do my timing is just make sure that you listen all the way through. And then try to make sure that these marks are hitting in the right spot.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath.
So this one's probably going to have to slow down a little bit. And then we'll go back to 101 to make sure this hits. 102.
Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Your lips are moving, I can hear it.
Getting really close. So the other thing that you can kind of mess around with is you can watch these bounces on the waveform, which you just change by going up into this top corner here and get that set. We're going to do this back to 99 again, and then back to 100. Try 100. Okay, so this has got to go a little faster here. 3, 4, 1. That's hits. That's just a really weird spot. So this is again one of the spots where I'm talking about where like the BPM kind of is wonky. And you can kind of hear it. It's not by much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then now we can slow it back down to 101. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Another 101.5. It was in a weird half spot, so we're going to try this. I think it's too slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's hitting it right. Just about. Okay, so I think it's a little slow here. I think we're behind. Figure out where we got behind. A little earlier than this. Fix it from here. Pull it forward a little bit. I'm gonna go 102. 4, 2, 1. That's hitting the right spots. Oh, it's getting real close. See the 0.5. Actually, I think it might be faster. Hold on. No. 0.5. There it is. Close. Oh, we're real close in here. So the other thing that you can do if you don't want to try and do that tool, or you're kind of just guessing around, is most major songs will have BPM tracked. So as you can see, it took me a little bit of time just to get that settled, get that into spot. So the other thing that you can do is just look up the song. So Sing Me to Sleep, Alan Walker Marshmello BPM. In tune for Sing Me to Sleep Marshmello remix. Yeah, so it's got it on a 101, which is about where I have it. So it bounces around just a little bit. Key gives you the key in E minor, Camelot duration, blah 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 blah. Gives you a couple of these other things, and it gives you the mix. So this mix goes to -2. Fucking 89 energy. Jeez. Look at it go. All right. So we'll drop the 101 at the end and then let it ride. And then we can
Don't you send me
3, 4, 5.
now, sing me to sleep.
Okay, so the only other thing about this audio that I forgot about, because it's a YouTube video, and of course all YouTube videos do this, they have the outro to the video in it, which we're not going to want. So you can do this any way you want to. I'm just going to highlight this out, cut the ins and outs, and then cut that out. We can export it back to the same file location, same name. It's currently being used, so I gotta save this, save the chart, close it out, try it again. Not open for editing, I just fixed that. Oh, it's gonna make me change the name of it. It's currently in the other set. Can't export it, let's just save it then. We overwrite it, go back up here, and that'll solve that problem. So, go back in, load the chart.
Wait.
We're hitting pretty close. And it fades out, and it'll end at the end. Perfect. We're in a good spot. I think I'm gonna speed this up a half step just to get this in the right spot, and then go back to 101. So let's do it another 0.5. Looks like it's hitting on a better spot. Probably should do that earlier. Yeah, that's fine though. Actually, I am going to just put this at the 102. Just to fix it a little bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and give this, so that's a timing fix. The other thing that you can do when that happens, I'll just walk through the issues that you might have. So when you export a chart, you're going to go ahead and this delay time's going to be set from other things. You just put it in the INI from there. Don't have to worry about it. So put that song I at I. You'll export it. I'm just going to go ahead and export it up to the right spot. So, because we're going to finish this more than likely today. That's the hope. So we have Cole Roland sing me to sleep. Marshmallow remix. Select folder. We'll go ahead and check into that. We gotta rename this and put Cole Roland. Just take that part off. Same thing here. Sing me to sleep. Has its INI and everything. Preview start time. Blah blah blah. The delay is going to be exported with the OGG, I believe. So the song.ogg is built off of that export. Typically, it has some kind of. I think we have it corrected in here, right? Yeah, the offsets. We'll see if that matches. It should. And I know that there's a lot of things that have changed since I've been on this, so we'll have to see. But it should be fine. So there's our timing done. And the next thing that we have to worry about is getting our note placement correct.
Remind me how it feels to hear your voice.
So as this is a guitar remix, I'm not going to put any notes on anything that is not the guitar. That is the focus of the song. So like, you know, I see a lot of people, which power to you if you want to do this. I just prefer not to. But you can chart songs that don't have guitar in it with other things, which is totally fine. There are some songs that works for, like specifically if you want to play like sax solos or piano solos, and like a really cool instrumental that's really fun and moves around a lot. And you can do that. But specifically for songs like this, where guitar is the main focus of the remix, there's plenty to choose from. There's no need for me to put anything in this first 20 seconds with all those like kind of charged up electronic instrumentals. There's no need for me to put anything there. So I'm not going to. Some people might not leave it blank. I'm going to, and then we're just going to pick it up when this guitar comes in. It's right here. So let's see where this note comes. Okay. So what I'm looking at now is the pitch theory that I'm talking about. So this will start the segment on that. So the note that I have to start the sequence, typically when I break sequences up like this, I break it up into 2 or 3 or 4 measures at a time just to see where like an easy cut point for this would be. So either on a loop or when you have to, since you're kind of restricted to only 5 notes, excluding open notes. And everybody who watches my stream knows how I feel about open note charts that aren't like heavy metal basses. And even then, like if you anchor a lot of your charts just on like hundreds and hundreds of open notes, I think it's really really boring. And as I grew up with the Guitar Hero 3 engine, there were no open notes in guitar songs. So I don't chart guitar songs with open notes if I can help it. At least not extensively. Typically, if that happens, I anchor with a green note. But that's just personal preference. Again, if you want to do it that way, you can. Heavy metal songs kind of make sense to do it that way, but not really anything else. So my phrases are based off of the pitch of the first note that I have, and then we're going to anchor it around this pitch. So I heard... Okay. This is a really weird spot, as we are limited with 5 notes. This kind of progresses up. Bum 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 bum. So what I would want to do here is probably bounce this hammer on down to a green every time, or down to an open. It's up to you. If you want to do the open, it'll give you a little bit more freedom to move around, because then you have 5 notes to anchor off of instead of the open. But if we go back and look at what we have in the video here, let's see if it actually goes open. Let's play it back in a slower playback speed. Half. So I'm even noticing different things that are in there that I didn't hear the first time. So what I'm gonna end up doing with this, probably something like this. So this is the hard part. So the reset here. So pitch theory is really strange about these kind of things, especially when you're limited to so many notes that you can actually borrow from. Bum, 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 bum. Slow this down just a little bit. Listen to it back. The other thing I'm going to do is up that to 32 and give us a little finger roll. Okay, so I don't think one of these greens needs to be here. I don't think this one needs to be here. I do think I might keep it here though. Alright, let's see how this plays. The other thing that we get to introduce everybody to is my new guitar. The Les Paul, I think, is it Gibson? From GH3. I got a Wii version of it with a Elecom connector, the ref, that's coming soon. For the time being, I can't use any whammy. It doesn't have any like major support for it in terms of a lot of the utility that I would like. So I might install a tilt, some form of gyro that allows me to do star power off it, just so that can happen. Either that or take the one out of the Xbox guitar I have over there to wire it to the proper spot. But we'll go back up to normal speed, see how this plays.
Living life as if we had a choice.
Am I green and red flipped? Oh, it is. Settings. Where's my green and red? That's fucking weird. Note tool. Gameplay. Okay, that should fix that. That was weird. There we go. Alright, that's not terrible. Try this again. I do think I am going to keep all the greens in there. I think the other thing I'm going to do is make all these strum notes. So it's pickups and non-pickups. Okay. That plays better. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, I like this. So the other thing I was talking about in terms of the pitch theory is notes that are in the same phrase typically want to be in the same spot. But sometimes if you're limited, you can fudge it around a little bit. So like, for example, so these blue and the orange are going to be off a little bit. But since I'm going up on one and down on the other, it kind of makes sense to have it this way. Because the idea is I'm trying to like walk up the taps. So like you start low, a lot of green anchors. And the other thing about this is you have the low end of the falls. Is on that same red. So I can't really move it around too much. So there's a lot of motion in here. But I think I've got a lot of it set. And the other thing about songs like these is they typically repeat. So you can just copy paste. There's a different one. Alright, so that's the first pattern done. We can just play through it to start. See how it plays. That's not terrible. So here's a So same thing will happen here. Just bounce climbs. So the hard part here is the same thing that so pitch theory. So this is a weird pitch theory spot again. Again, just I'm a little limited to the ways that I can do this, but it's going to play pretty similarly. It's just like essentially if I'd slid my hand up a little bit, those are the weird jumps that you just kind of have to fit in semi-naturally, which you'll learn as it comes with time. So the slider on this, we're going to go ahead and make all these force notes. Or not. Hello? I think we can add the tone notes. There it is. I think this is a triplet form. And back up to 32. This is in a really weird spot. So okay, I'm gonna. So this is supposed to be an echo, I think. You can hear this in the background a little bit. I'm gonna just run this. I'm gonna run that into the back. So, first section done. Play it through. Not terrible. I'll take these. So another thing that you'll do over and over and over again, as I'm about the 40-minute mark for this, is you'll play through a section, it'll sound one way, you'll get to another section, you'll chart it a different way, and it'll be different from the other section, even though it is like sounds pretty much the exact same. One of the things that I typically like to do is leave those threads of similarity through the entire song. Same way that you would hear them, you would want to play them in the same way. So if anything like this comes up in the same way and I end up charting it differently, it's going to feel weird to somebody who's like, I played this before. Why is it different? So take a look at whichever section that you have you think is better or you like a little bit more. Use that as the baseline. It's more than okay to go back and replace a section entirely, especially if you're charting something like this that's a little bit more repetitive. Really easy, just copy and paste in the same way that you would do anything else. So like these two measures, or these 16 measures right here, if it comes up in a similar fashion later on in the song after the next chorus, I just copy and paste it in so it stays the same. More than likely, one thing that Cole Rowland does do a lot really well is the verses play a little bit differently for his guitar remixes. So we shouldn't run into that into this particular song, but some other songs you'll have a verse 1 and a verse 2 that'll play or sound exactly the same. Just copy and paste it over. It saves you a lot of time, as well as makes the chart a little bit more cohesive to the player. So we'll go ahead and continue on. Okay, so here's another thing. Really easy display of this pitch theory that I keep talking about. So the really basic form of that. So the only reason it starts here is that orange note is the highest of this phrase. So as I say, you kind of break things down into like a 2, 3, 4 measure phrase. The phrase starts here. So that orange is the highest of that phrase. So I can either leave that on a blue, start on the red, or just so happened that this comes down off of this echo pattern, which I'm actually going to probably change this to a tap note. So one of the things I do also use in terms of tap notes do really well to signify a tone shift in the instrument, as well as just make it easier to play. So like for this one in particular, you play the first one, and rather than expect it to be on just a delay, since it is just an echo, like pedal essentially, but you still would probably want to play this, like not just hear it in the background and not be doing anything when you hear it. So I'm just going to change these to tap notes to signify that I understand that there's the echo's there, and then it also makes the chart just play a little bit differently, which makes this really easy. So there's the first one done. I think this is actually playing off a chord. Let's see if it is. Actually, it's not. It might be. Might be two strings here. Oh, he's got some undertones in the back. We can keep it at 1. Chord undertones just to make it sound fuller because he's playing by himself. But we'll leave it as it is. We are going to come to this part anyway. This is power chords. So there it is again. More pitch theory. So it goes up an octave or 2 on those. So we'll start low. There's only 2 increases. So we can go off of I like these patterns a little bit more than the 3s just because it makes it a little bit more complex to shift the hand around. But more than likely what he's doing is just pulling the hand up the fret either way. It makes it a little bit more. Let's keep it there. Okay. So here's some weird spots. Another thing you'll see in a lot of songs is they'll have these power chord progressions that will give you a slide-in note. Just keep an eye on those. Play this a little slower, see if we can hear it. There it is. You hear it? So for those, gives you it's essentially the part where he slides his hand up to strum for the next one. But he doesn't actually strum the strings from what I can understand. The open hand. See it? You'll see him go dun like dun and then you'll open the fingers. See if we can get it better. So that last one, he opens the front 2. So it'd be the green reds, in my mind. There it is. We can have that set. The other thing you can do, if you really want to be annoying, is hammer on a chord. Like this. Which will play like this. See? Not terrible. Let's make sure that these are actually set. Get them used. And then these are choke notes. These are full power chords. I'm gonna do this. The one thing I do end up doing with these is I make them choke notes. So essentially, when you're holding your fingers over the strings and you get that kind of like muffled note sound, I think open notes are really good to use for those. I don't like using them musically to do that kind of thing, but we'll do a. Okay, so it's 2 up from here. Let's see if this is feasible. So something like this. Because it's a good slide, because he's just essentially pushing the strings up here, I think. So let's see this. Doesn't feel as smooth. That's not terrible, actually. Hold on. Just do this back part. I don't know how to feel about this. Do it this way, actually. This is probably better. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. All right, that's a good fix. All right. That's first section down, going into chorus. Easy peasy from there. Let's go ahead and play through the first section. Make sure all these are smooth, make sure everything's clean, and we'll go from there. Already a bad start. There we go. Not bad. And no whammy on this guitar. Unfortunate. Okay, there's good spots in here. Bum 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 dum bum 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 bum. So that's the main phrase in there. The intermittent chorus between those. Dun 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 dun. I guess that's the melody from that, because it's in the verses earlier too, and then he puts the licks in between them. So do the melody as each part, and then each lick will have its own static pitch theory off of it. I want to make this a tap in here. It's a weird, like, how does he do that? Let's see how he does this. The whammy bar slap. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think it's a good. I think it's a good intermediate. Ooh, you know what it could do, actually. I like that. I like that. Okay, we're in a good spot here. Open note strums. Is yellow the same note too? All right, so this is the baseline chord progression. This goes up. That's interesting. All right, let's see where this is. I want to see if this makes sense. Okay. Okay, let's see if I think that's back to the original chords. We can get these back. Ooh, nice lick in here. That's a wow, 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 wow. Good bounce. Also, probably a tap note, honestly. Oh, what the fuck? I went to 48 somehow. Not what I wanted to do. All right. All right, we're moving along. Getting some progress in the chorus here. I'm just going to make sure that we're consistent. I'm going to force that. Not that, but and force that. I think these can all be strummable. I think we can all make these. We can make these strummable. Except for this one. We'll keep this one off. That goes not forced. Make this a weird tap note in the middle here because there's a background. Da, 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 da. All right, get this chord progression back. Seems like a good spot to be. And that. Woo! Fingers are flying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. We're gonna listen to this slower. Let's see how this goes. One, two, three, 4. So that's how that one's ending. We can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's make sure this works. With the check. There it is. Hard part now is you got the strum off the back of that. Okay. Oh, we gotta go down. Fuck. Okay. Make it work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that's a good progression. I think. From there to the back. Okay, we gotta just clear some of these out. Figure out where they go. Alright, so the low ones, low ones have to be there. These can be on the yellows. And we're back to the normals. See how much of these actually repeat over and over and over again. Sheesh. This will work. Oh, it did. Holy shit. Perfect. All right. Play the segment then. From like here maybe? Let's right from there. Okay. I think it flows well. Okay, back to this. That's not what I said at all. Did I not copy that? I didn't copy it. I'm big dumb. I'm sorry. Alright, to there. Copy. Try that again. Let's get back to it. Can make that a force. Sounds like the same thing. It's the same thing. Lovely. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Just fuck those over for a second. Oh. That'll be interesting. Like I'm really off. I'm gonna put this on 24s. There it is. Okay, and these go back to opens. Boom. That's the weird tap note. I gotta get these off the drums. That goes to tap. These go out to the same thing. That goes extended. There's that phrase. I think I have that one in here. Do the whole thing. Okay, let's see what this. I'm gonna assume that's all the way through, correct? Let's see. Woo. I might. Wait, what the fuck is going on here?
I show you.
at the end of it. Probably just an effect, but I wanted to double check. Oh, this is not the right one. What's that? 202? Oh yeah, we're in the right spot. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a weird effect. Okay, cool. I don't have to try and match this too closely. Make it a tap note. And then have this as a rising. Can I drop it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's just grab the whole chorus. Whole chorus grabbed, and we'll go to the end. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-dum. These are the tap notes. I think. Alright. Where are the tap notes in here? Wow, 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 wow. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Wow, 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 wow. It's not the same phrase. Oh, it has the same fucking falls too, Pog. So much better. And put those in the back. Depending on where they are. Where's you at? I think I passed it. Where'd you go? There we go. I like the update that I just did to it in 2 seconds. Alright, we got to do the long boys. Should be very close to the end now. If I'm not mistaken. It's like the last notes. There we go. What's going on, Helix? Good to see you in here, man. Doing some charting process and progress. Been recording for about an hour and 20. Probably gonna put this up on the YouTubes in full with a couple of cutouts. Got a couple people on there. Good to be here. Good to see you, man. Been a long while. Let's see how this goes. I also I got a new guitar. I got the Wee Boy. Look at it. Pretty and like solid white. Got work tomorrow. That's an F. I don't. Yeah, dude. Gotta get the good. I have the telecom connector on it right now, so it's not great because it doesn't get whammy support. And since it's a Wii guitar, the tilt is built into the controller, so I have to either go in and add a tilt to it, which I might actually do. Nah, mate. I don't have the fancy one. I got the cheap ass Amazon one. So it goes. It's a nunchuck to USB, I guess. It's called the Telecom. I think right for Elecom. Yeah, the Elecom adapter. It's like $20 on Amazon. I'm getting the Raftnet one in, because this one is a 5-pin support. So you're on a dummy delay. That's fine. This is on a 5-pin support rather than like an 8-pin, I think is what you need for the whammy bar to work. So it's a couple of axes that it won't read properly. So we're just figuring that out. Ping difference. Alright, we're gonna run through this. 5 seconds isn't bad. Twitch be doing that sometimes. Alright, we're gonna run through this entirety of the song, recheck it, and then we'll do the organization with the timeline on the right. Let's see if this matches. So far, so good. Not bad so far. That's not too bad. I'm not actually playing this right now. I'm just like kind of playing it, so it's not reading any of my stats or anything. I'm just trying to make sure if it feels good. The Marshmello remix of an Alan Walker song. There we go. Gonna be playing Melee so I can enter a tournament for the first time in like 4 weeks. Oh, dude, that's a mood. I haven't played this game in a very long time, or at least not consistently. I think I'd played like maybe twice in the past like 6 weeks because I've been working on that movie. which finally wrapped, by the way. That's exciting. All right, so I think that's set. We're gonna go ahead and save this as it is. We got to do some touching up for the lyrics and organizational support. So let's go ahead and do those. So we'll do this. That's not the right label at all. Sections. So intro. Build up 1, I guess. That's the pre-chorus 1. Choruses hits after this. Chorus slash solos. All right, slash licks. I might separate these a little bit. We'll see how many sections we get by the end of this. This is just back to verses. There's the other pre-chorus. Pre-chorus 2. Chorus 2 slash licks. Or we'll call it chorus slash licks 2. What else in here? Nelson Dock, Burns, Bitch Pike, Felix. People just hanging out. Holy shit, it's loud. Can't spell outro correctly. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's not bad. For a 2 minute, 50-second song. Alright. Those are sections done. And now we gotta do star powers. Good spot. Try again. Keep going. Okay, there's a good spot. That's a good spot for it. Alright, let's keep driving. Probably got 4 more of these that I can place. I like it here because of the weird pause. That's probably a really long segment. it a little shorter. I'm gonna put one. Oh shit. Okay, that's not where I wanted that to be. Gotta place a new one. Earlier. Do the fall offs before the outro. Those are good spots. 669 on the notes. Now I can do the lyric support for it. So we're about an hour and a half into the process. And we're done with the song. So there's that. But now we have lyrics to do. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pull these up. Sing me to sleep lyrics. So this is probably the worst way for me to do this, but it's literally the only thing that I can do. I don't know another way to edit it this way. There's probably a better lyric editor out there. I just have yet to invest my time into it. This is going to be a really tedious process. Understandable if you don't want to actually like pay attention to this, or if you want to find a different way to do it, you can. I just have not experimented with it at all. So I am not the guru for lyric support on these kind of things. I'm just going to go ahead and shift these out to my other monitor and just do this. Okay, so our phrase. And this is just how I do it. Let me catch my breath. Shit. Got the my. Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Shit. How it feels. Also, Helix, if you up to other shit after I finish this this recording, you're more than welcome to like pop in a game of Apex or some shit. If you're down, new season's out. It's fucking up some arenas today. Very excited about those. Do. Your lips are moving, I can't hear a thing. Your lips are moving, I can't hear a thing. Probably gonna... Gonna do my punctuation a little bit better here. back and fix these.
Wait a sec. Can let me catch my breath. I can. Your lips are moving.
I can't hear
I can hear
a thing. Living life as if we had a choice. Living life.
As if we had a
This is really off. Anytime, I would do anything for you. You still vibing in here, my guy? Or are you just still lurking? Sorry if you're lurking. No hate, no shame. Still gonna be vibing with this shit. And I would do anything for you. Anything for you. Which means that I can do. That's not what I wanted. There it is. Capitalize this. Yeah. Yesterday. Got away, melody stuck inside your head, a song in every breath. Got away. Melodies. Bow, 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 bow. Almost in the end. These are the tedious parts that I'm talking about. It really sucks, but it has to be done. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be done. You can leave this off again. But I like to do it for any song that actually has lyrics. Just makes it seem more professional, you know? Your head A song in every breath. Right? Yep. Who the fuck sent me a Steam self-updater? I'm gonna close that for now. Sing me to sleep now, sing me to sleep. Won't you sing me to sleep now? Alright, so this is gonna be repeated over and over and over again. Sing. Okay, back to starts. Sing me to sleep. Oh, just sing. I won't. Lowercase this bitch. No. Fucking bitch, dude. There it is. Hello? Anybody in here still? I still see the lurkers. No chatting, no. It's okay. Song in every breath. Alright. Also, shout out to having to do all this fucking shit. So, in terms of the, this is another thing that I explained really well in the other video about lyric support this way, because I really haven't improved on how to do this at all. But it's per syllable. So that's why you see me placing like member and every syllable where it has its own different event, which is really annoying. So remember me now. Time cannot erase. Cannot. Put that as one word. Erase. And then that's I can. Who all is in here still? I have to do a periodic check to make sure I'm not being bombarded by people, because this is where it actually like kind of more grindy towards like I can't read at the same time. I can hear your whispers in my mind. In my mind. There it is. I become what you cannot embrace. We're in a good spot. Really helps that these are all in 8 notes. Yeah, the 8th note placements make these really easy. Our memory will be my lullaby. Meh. Mo. Will be my. How do you spell lullaby like this? Lull. Lull. La. Bye? Is that right? Yeah. We have pre-chorus. We'll just zoom through this bitch. Copy and paste this whole shit because I think it's the same. Make sure we have a starting point. Good to there. Oh shit. Made my camera go away. I think this is sing. Glad I'm checking these. They're a little off. Gotta put a start here. There we go. That should be that. So we've got a song charted in less than 2 hours. Let's go ahead and export it to the proper folder. And we can go double check everything. My charts. Let's move this. Place the file in the destination. We can move this out here. Okay, so now I need album artwork. So the rest of this is going to be all just organizational. So the first thing that I got to do is grab the INI from this, get my color code properly inputted into my charter name. And then I can also change my icon to Alberto. So in terms of icons, the only thing you really have to worry about is in Clone Hero, you go down to this 40, there's a custom bar right here. It gives you a game icon option in your icons. You can have whatever icons you want there. Whatever your icon name is, mine is just my charter name in all lowercase. As long as it's in here or in a single folder that it can recognize, say .png or whatever other image that it reads, it will automatically pick it up off of this right here. So Talberto, just it'll look for the .ping. We'll go ahead and make that a 3-star. Song length, we're gonna lengthen it a tiny bit, just to make it so that it doesn't trail off like in a weird spot. Preview start time, what, at 180? So let's do a 50,000. There we go. Save. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check this. We'll keep this open for now. Keep all this open for now. Not that, don't need you. Go into the launcher, open this up. Easy dubs. Get this started. Scan an extra song. Find the folder. And as you can see on the right side here, got our album would be there if it was there. YouTube Gold, Rock 2016, lyric support, our icons up. So let's see if this matches, just to make sure.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath.
Sounds like it's pretty mapped well.
Remind me how it feels
To hear your voice, your lips are moving, I can't hear a thing. Living life as if we had a choice. So I don't have a start there. Alright, So if you see the lyrics didn't pop up on screen exactly where they wanted to, so it was in this spot right here, because I have an end, but don't have a start. So that's that fixed, and now we can save this in the notes chart spot now. Do quick updates. But we will also double save it back to where the other spot is, just to make sure we have two different folders. Go ahead and put it through. Again, no whammy. Unfortunate. Not bad so far. It's at least mapped properly. The delay is in the right spot. I was kind of worried about that. Not bad. I'll take this. I think that's good. I think it's in a good spot. I'm not gonna let it score for me, because I have to re-upload it anyway. So I didn't see any other mistakes in there that I really want to fix. Don't have to export it again. I can just save it. So we save it there, and also make sure we save it to the proper notes file. All right. Now here is the time where I write it through with a bot. Actually, before we do that, go get some album artwork. Okay, so for my other Cole Roland songs, let's see what we did. Album. So this is our other album artwork off of the Closer one. Let's see what the Chasing Colors one looks like. A little different. So what I end up doing, I think, for these is I just put like a screenshot from the video behind that CR logo and then give it some neon outing. So I'll probably do the same thing. And the other thing we need to do for it is we need to match the video in there for what we just did. So we're going to go ahead and go to my charts. Let's Sing Me to Sleep video into here. Rename it to video.mp4. All right. There are easier ways to do this. The way that I'm going to end up doing this, just to make it a little faster for myself, is do it through a video editing software. You could also mess around with the delay on the video a little bit if you really wanted to, but we're not going to do that just because it's way easier to do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and get our album artwork set and our video edit up proper. So we're going to open just an untitled project here. You can go to here, Clone Hero, background videos, Sing Me to Sleep. Open. Oh, we got a new project myself. Fuck me. I done fucked it already, bruv. Clone Hero, background videos, Sing Me to Sleep, select folder. Sing Me to Sleep. There we go. And then we import that video we just put. And figure out where the MP3 is lined up. So the thing about this is Adobe Premiere hates OGGs. So I always end up doing this. I don't want the new download version. I have a convert and save option where I will convert a song.ogg from Sing Me to Sleep, convert and save as an audio MP3, destination file, put it in the background video Sing Me to Sleep section, and name it song.ogg, start. That's not what I want, I don't think. I need a not .ogg it, I think, right? I think that's the thing I need to do. So it's MP3. Put it in Clone Hero, background videos, Sing Me to Sleep, not .ogg it. Okay, so now it should be in both spots. We have the song.ogg here, and we have the MP3 there. Timing wise, they're going to be the exact same audio file. So then we just import, or maybe not. There it is. There we go. Okay. Import these.
Wait a second. Let me catch my breath. Like as if we had a choice.
Okay. So apparently, this is on a good spot. I don't think it's right, though. We had a 0.7 delay. I'm going to do that. This is in 30 frame time code. 70% of 30 frames. 30 frames times 0.7, 21 frames. At the 21 frame mark, move the video. Cut that out. I think this is right. I'm going to go double check it before I make this mistake earlier. But I am going to export this. Media. Put it in the Sing Sleep. .mp4. Export. So we have both files of it. If it's early or late, I can drop it in. We have both of them now set. We'll make changes, save changes. Probably should take the audio off that one as well, just to be safe, but no problemo either way. Clone Hero. Thumbnails? Nope. Photoshop. Oh, I didn't Photoshop. I'm a weirdo. Okay. We'll take that. Do. Oh, I meant to get a screen grab from the video. F. Alright. I did a dumb. We can easy fix this though. Alright, let's see. That's a good spot. Export frame. Sing me to sleep. Browse. I'm going to put this in a different spot. Light folder. Okay. All right. So we got a screen grab from it. Going to Photoshop. These are all the thumbnails and shit that I did for the old show. Help to the show. Phone Hero, Photoshops, Roland. All right, and then we just import an image. Or open one, rather. Then we copy, paste it. There it is. It's in pretty bad shape, just because the video is pretty okay. But we'll trust that back layer. Save as. Sing me to sleep. There we go. Shit, forgot to export it as a PNG. I'm dumb as fuck. Another thing that we can do. Let me just finish this. All right. I think we're pretty much set at about the 2-hour mark. That one. Export as 633 by 633 is fine. We're gonna put it in the actual thing called album. There we go. Save before quitting? No, I'm good. Okay, so that should be everything done now. Let's double check it. So the video is not updated. It's still on the older one, so if it's a little off, we'll be able to tell. And then we can just import the other one into the right spot, and we'll be all good. All right, so the album artwork is there now. Lyrics are yes. See if the background video is in.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath. Remind me how it feels to hear your voice. Your lips are moving, I can hear a thing. Living life as if we had a choice. Anywhere, anytime, I would do anything for you. Everything for you. Yesterday, memories stuck inside your head. Show in every breath. Sing.
It's pretty good. In a good spot. All right. Forgot about one thing. We'll see if it becomes an issue. Nobody will know until we get to the end of the song. see if it becomes a problem. See if anybody will know what the problem will be if it actually doesn't even show up. Oh, it was so close to being okay. That's so upsetting. All right. Well, that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. Damn it. We're so close to having that perfect. So I forgot to cut off the video's end because we did at the very beginning. We cut off the audio's end, but I forgot to cut off the video's end. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But before we do that, I think we can just leave it as is. So I think if I re-export this into video 1, but into the proper folder and then delete it and flip it, it should make it right. I think, hypothetically. So then we take this, video 1's going to be in there. We rename that to just video. Delete that one, then rename it. Let's try this again. All right, almost there. So keep in mind, we're doing about 15 minutes of just troubleshooting. The piece of cake. If the way you gotta do the cookie butter, but then be lazy. Never use another recipe. Alright, let's actually play this all the way through now. Unless the video sucks.
Wait a second, let me catch my breath. Remind me how it feels to hear your voice.
This is about the right time.
I can hear a thing. Living life as if we had a choice.
Nice. There we go. A song now. That's better. I'm still a little rusty. We'll get the latency of the guitar back up, and I'll stop fucking around with the whammy bar and not being able to do anything with it. And we'll be good. The video's fixed. Fingers crossed. Yep. Lovely. Alright. Well, that's the process of this. Now we have a playthrough as well. So, I'll probably not upload this, to the Tribe till later when I can actually record a straight up video of it. But at least we have that. I'll cut through all this stuff, and probably put out some shorter videos. I'll put out the full length extended version right now. Just for anybody who's on the YouTubes as they're watching this. So it's a full charting process for this. I'll cut it down to the bare like points at some point as well. And then when those videos go up in full, I'll probably private the full post. So that I'll have like links to it if you want to see it, but it's like crowding my fucking uploads with like a 2-hour video. I don't like that, so we'll see how that goes. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording, and we'll continue on with a normal stream. So I hope everybody on the YouTubes can come by and check out Twitch, twitch.tv/AlbertoGames. It's in the description, everywhere else you need it to be. Hopefully this helped out. If there's anything else you want me to do in terms of, you know, figuring out where we want to chart things, any tips or tricks that you want to see from this, then let me know. Yeah, get your hi YouTubes in chat right now. That'd be the time. So, hope to see everybody on the YouTube channels come over and say hi in the Twitch chat as well. You can hang out with Helix. He's in here a lot by himself, so hope to see everybody over here.